Hi everybody, it's Captain Canadad, and as you see, I'm joined by a new friend to the Captain Canadad compound, but I wish. This is actually his compound. His name is Mark Freeman. Say hi to everybody, Mark.
How's it going? Mark Freeman 408. Welcome to the compound and welcome to the pool room.
The pool room. When he asked me, do you want to do the video in the pool room, I thought he meant pool, like, snooker kind of thing. I didn't know we'd be doing this, but this is quite the establishment you got going here.
This is actually my favorite room because it's always cool in here.
It is, it's very nice. All the stone.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of, and I'm not saying this for promotion, but if you want to drop me a free pass, Great Wolf Lodge,
Yeah.
it looks a lot like that, doesn't it?
So we used to have a cottage up in Dorset and it was all like this. So when we built this house, we kind of wanted to replicate it.
No,
So there's no metal in the roof. It's all
No, I just noticed
all pegs.
the pegs on the thing over here going through and there. That's amazing.
Yeah. And I actually climb up to the top. I know you can't really see it in the video, but it's probably 25 feet up there. I climb up and jump off.
And 8 feet deep.
Yeah, I try to aim for the deep end, but I have landed in the shallow end there.
You don't have a lot of wiggle room.
No. Aim for the 4 tabs over there.
4 tabs.
Yeah.
We'll show you that before we finish this. So the reason I'm here today is because Mark has a YouTube channel, Mark Freeman 408. And on this channel, he does some amazingly entertaining shots and videos and all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to go into too much detail because I want to kind of show you later in the video what it is that Mark does, but tell us a bit about yourself, Mark.
Well, I'm 31. I just got engaged.
Congratulations.
Surprisingly, when you're young, you're like, I'm gonna grow old and be awesome. But, I'm getting older, so yeah.
You want me to slap you?
Yeah. I started riding dirt bikes when I was 6. And I kind of just went from there. I used to live in the city, and then when my dad sold his company, we moved it to the country. And my mom moved out in the country too, so I started when I was 6, and it was kind of, I have an older brother, so I was always following in his footsteps.
Yeah, that's always a bad influence.
Yeah, so he always had a bigger dirt bike, so I'm always trying to keep up to him, so I made it my goal.
Bigger and faster dirt bikes?
Yeah, to always keep up with him and be crazy, so.
Right on.
And then, it just kind of escalated from there. I stole my dad's video camera, and he wasn't using it anyway. Started filming YouTube videos on those little mini DV tapes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, what a waste of time that was. So much easier with iPhone now and cameras. But stole it, and we just started doing fun stuff with my friends, pranks, jumping off trampolines in the snowbanks. And
That's fun.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong there.
Yeah, nothing as crazy as they do now, but and then as I grew older, I still was really into motocross, so I started racing. I think I was around 14 when I did my first race. Went out there, it was a rain day, hated it. Just mud head to toe, you can't jump anything, you're just in 4 feet of mud. So after that, I was like, I'm over it, whatever. Still rode, and then when I went to high school, my friends had ATVs.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, I should probably get an ATV. Don't want to hang out.
Gotta keep up.
Yeah, so I ended up getting an ATV, and then it was a race ATV. And, before that I was just trail one, and then I was pretty fast on it, so I decided maybe I should get a race one. So I got into a race one and just started practicing, and then me and my brother were like, we should try and go race. So we went out to the racetrack, and first weekend I got third, second weekend I got second, third weekend I got first.
Oh my goodness.
And after that it was go time. That was my new passion.
So I think it's a fair assumption to say, as I've just met you, but in person anyway, it's a fair assumption to say that you're an adrenaline junkie.
Yes.
And it's only got worse with age.
Yeah, adrenaline and athlete, and I don't know what tag you can put on me these days, but I have softened up a little bit, but I still do a lot of crazy stuff.
Well, if you keep pounding yourself into the ground, then you soften you up like steak, right?
Yeah, exactly. I broke my back 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
I think yesterday was the reunion tour, so I broke my back. People always warn me about it. It's crashing. I've like crashed hundreds of times, but I've never done anything that bad.
Wow.
So I was just how it kind of started was, you know, I was deep into YouTube. Obviously, I saw everyone was daily vlogging, so I'm like, I'm gonna daily vlog. So for 3 years straight, I filmed every day.
Wow.
I filmed 370 videos a year.
Wow.
Posting every day. So it was film, go home, edit till midnight, wake up 7 a.m., do it again every day. And it
It's a
was
full-time job.
yeah, and I ended up burning myself out, and that's actually a thing. But you know, when you're young and stupid, you just don't believe that. So
You might want to capitalize that stupid part.
yeah,
My
yeah.
15-year-old daughter is burning herself at both ends, and it's going to catch up to her. I
Oh,
keep telling her.
it happens.
Yeah.
It happened to me, so I almost died. But yeah, so I thought I was invincible. We had built a freestyle ramp, big metal ramp. You know, you fly 60 feet in the air. So when we built that, all my friends wanted to ride every day of the week. You know, everyone has a different schedule. So this guy would come Monday, this guy would come Tuesday, and you know, having a track in your backyard, everyone wants to be there and hang out. So I'm doing 7 videos a week, plus I'm riding every day, plus I'm at the gym training for racing. And I would just wake up and like roll out of bed half dead because I was so sore. My brain didn't work anymore. Like, it felt like mush. Anyway, so we went out. I was just finishing my video for the day, and I hadn't got a GoPro shot yet. So I put my camera on, and everyone was just riding the ramp. No one was riding the track. It had rained the night before, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go hit the track, spin some laps. I already had rode a little bit, but there was one jump. It's an 80-foot kind of drop off, step down they call it. I hadn't hit it that day, and I was like, well, got the video camera rolling, better hit it. So I come flying out of the woods, and it was this jump that you had to be ready to hit it before you even saw it, before you even got to it. So you come out of the woods, and then basically you see it and you jump downhill. And I came flying out of the woods, and I didn't even see it. There was a little mud puddle right in front of me. Not big, just like this wide. And I came in, floored it, kind of threw my weight into the seat, and my tires spun.
Oh dear.
So I lost a couple miles an hour, ended up kind of pogo sticking, so the bike went up, which is fine, I can land that, but I came up 5 feet short, so I didn't land on the landing, I just missed it and hit the knuckle.
Oh.
So from the landing to where I ended up is about 180 feet.
That's how far you went?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I basically bounced when I hit the ground, I did a full Superman, and then just kept flying, and I went right down in the corner. So probably here to the end of the house, I would say down there I went.
It's a big house, folks.
Yeah.
It's a long
pretty
way
far.
down.
It's pretty far, so. Anyways, yeah, I was laying there, and you know, you start going through what happened to yourself, and it's
Mental
like,
check to make
okay,
sure everything's where it needs to be.
I can move. The wind is completely knocked out of me. Like, all I could feel is burning all at my side. It was a severe amount of pain. I could feel all the muscles lock up beside my spine.
Ooh.
And I'm laying there, and then my buddy rolls up behind me. Luckily, he was riding right behind me because everyone else wasn't even watching. They were a few hundred feet away at the ramp. So luckily, he found me, and he was like, "Oh man, what happened?" I was like, "Oh."
Couldn't talk.
Yeah, I couldn't talk. So finally, everyone started coming over. They sat me up, and it was instantly, lay back down. Just went white as a ghost, and it was wing night, of course, Tuesday. So we're supposed to do a wing. So it's like, "Come on, man, up! We're going for wings." I'm like, I don't think I can this time. Sorry. So my one buddy that was there, he drove me to the hospital with my camera guy. Actually, my camera guy came up here. He got my wallet, my health card, and
Nice.
grabbed me some clothes. And because I just had my motocross gear, which I'm completely soaked in sweat and dirt and blood at this point. So he drove me to the hospital, ran a few red lights, and luckily it was pretty severe, so I couldn't get out of the car. So the ambulance had to come to the hospital and get me out of the truck. Even though I was at the hospital, they had to get me out of the truck because of liability issues.
Gotcha.
Because the doctors can't and nurses can't. So
Yeah.
they pulled me out, rolled me inside. I obviously got to skip the line because I was pretty much half dead. And and then it was just a series of tests. That was probably 8 p.m., give or take. So I had a series of tests till about 5 a.m., which then, and every time the doctor would come, it was his worst news. So at first, he's like, well, I was in there, like, in so much pain. I'm in the collar, and every time I breathe, I can hear clicking. Oh, I keep telling him, like, oh, something in his throat or whatever. So anyways, Comes in, he's like, yeah, you broke some ribs. I'm like, oh, I knew that. And then comes back and he's like, yeah, your ribs punctured your spleen.
Ouch.
I was like, oh, or whatever, I punctured my spleen. And then he comes back in and he's like, yeah, your ribs punctured your lung. I was like, oh, cool, right on. So he's like, that's why you can hear the
That's the
clicking.
clicking, yeah.
Yeah, and then comes back again. He's like, yeah, you have 2 cracks in your spine. I was like, oh, jeez. And like, you know, I'm crying at this point. A couple of my friends are there. It's just emotional because you go through the next year of your life. You're like, hey, am I going to freaking whatever?
You think the worst.
Yeah, you think the worst, right? Like even when I broke my arm when I was 16, I was freaking. You just think about the future, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I was emergency transferred to Victoria Hospital from UH there.
Yeah, airlift or ambulance?
No ambulance.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was fun. And then
Fun.
yeah, I got to have about an hour nap, and then family friend comes in at like 7 or 8 a.m. And like as she walks in, a team of doctors push her out of the way, grab me because all these alarms are going off, and they rush me into emergency surgery because my spleen was pouring into my stomach or something.
Yeah, that would happen.
Yeah, like all the blood was pouring out. Basically, my stomach was hard as a rock. Like when you touched it, everything was just rock hard. So they had to fix that, and they didn't even put me out. They put me half out, so it was actually funny.
You get to see everything.
I didn't see anything. They put like the little sheet up here,
yeah.
but I was hitting on all the old nurses and joking around with them and asking if they need a hand down there. So it was an incision this big. It was probably the best surgery I've ever had.
Right on.
And it was the first time I've been awake, so apparently I'm quite a comedian when
That's
half
good.
under.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then after that, I was in the hospital for 4 days just resting. I honestly didn't want to come home. I wasn't ready to because
Yeah.
I couldn't move. What am I going to do here, right? There's 10,000 stairs and everything's so hard to get around. So I stayed in for 4 or 5 days. I finally came home, and then I was just on the couch for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
I went back to yoga within that month, and then
Does that help?
oh yeah, huge hot yoga. It's probably the only reason I could walk again, and
Wow.
don't have as much pain as I did. And then I went to the gym after about a month and a half. Had to start slow, you know,
Yeah.
easy weights and basic cardio, because my lungs were ruined.
Yeah.
So I basically had to start over, start fresh, kind of learn to walk again.
Wow.
And then, yeah, but that was September 28th, or August 28th? Yeah, August 28th.
And you were how old?
I was 25,
Wow.
26, 25. And then by December, I was back on snow bikes and racing the Ontario circuit, and I almost won the championship that year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Well,
that was
that's
quite the comeback. And the first day I got back on the snow bike, I wiped out. They're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
So,
we're off again.
yeah, I podiumed every race that year.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So I was like, you know what? Most people would take this and kind of, you know, let it weigh on them and get depressed and get into painkillers and all that stuff. And I was like, I cannot do that. I have to push myself and go bigger and higher and stronger.
I
So.
know. I'm trying to see what your map said.
Oh, it's a barn burner whiskey.
Okay. Oh,
One of the sponsors.
I didn't want you to think I was like eyeing you
Oh,
up right
yeah.
now, you know, the eyes
Yeah,
keep
I got a big head, so not many hats fit me. This one's stretchy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's my golf hat. So.
All right. So let me ask you this. You were talking about you would do the gym and training. What kind of training do you do for riding a bike? A motorcycle, I mean.
Well, the best training you can do is just ride.
Of course.
Because you'll never replicate the exact muscles that you use when you ride. Everyone thinks, you know, you gotta work arms, you gotta work legs, but like it's all those little muscles that you forget about. That, you know, because riding a bike isn't just like sitting down, hitting the gas. And
No,
going.
you're up and
Like picture doing squats for 20 minutes straight. You're up in the corners, down in the corners, up on the jumps, down like standing, sitting, and then your arms you cannot let go. Like and you gotta. It's basically like running a jackhammer.
yeah.
So for a while, I wanted to get like an electric jackhammer or something and just set it up and hold on to
Yeah.
it.
Come in here and bring rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom
Well,
and Dad's alive.
there's lots of rocks out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then a lot of cardio. So actually, I would take the stationary bike and I would go in the sauna, and I
Ooh.
would and wear a full sweater, sweatpants, in a sauna. So I still do all my workouts in the sauna actually. not as crazy as those, but I do take the weights in there. And because I find the best detox for your body is sweating.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say about your green smoothies and eating this and that. Like, unless you can feel that sweat, that slimy, gross sweat coming out of you, that's the best way to do it.
I always say to my wife, if you want a smoothie, go out and graze.
Yeah, exactly.
She likes those things. She loves them. She's a nurse, actually.
Yeah.
You were saying your fiance is a nurse.
Yeah, she's a nurse.
My wife is a nurse too, but she's Hungarian. Your wife's not, or your fiance is not Hungarian.
No.
So, how can we talk about the next thing? Carry on with yourself if you've got something else.
Yeah, so I kind of jumped ahead there, but basically out of high school, I was 17. I got shipped off like within a week of, did I go to graduation? Yeah, I did. I got shipped out west by myself when I was 17, thrown in an apartment. It was cool, but I liked it out there, but I wish I had some friends out there with me.
Yeah.
Because people I met were fun, but everyone was very artsy, because I guess, film school is kind of artsy.
Yeah.
So, and I was the athlete out there. Like, they just kind of wanted to chill on weekends. I wanted to go mountain biking, skiing. Because, I lived in freaking Vancouver.
Yeah.
And Whistler was close by, so we got a cheap season pass. So I did my year out there. I skied on the weekends, mountain biked, did as much as I can, and I was racing at the same time. So I was flying home every other weekend.
Wow.
Here, my dad would pick me up at the airport. I would race that weekend. He'd drop me off at the airport, and I would go back and make it just in time for school. I wouldn't sleep.
Wow.
So for a solid year, I barely slept.
That's crazy.
But when you're young,
Yeah.
you're invincible, right?
Bounces off.
Yeah, so I've slept in probably more airports than most people in their time. I've been on more airplanes than many people as well.
That's good.
So,
It's fun, right? You like that?
It's funny. I don't really like airplanes because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like since we've been home since the whole pandemic, I miss flying.
So we were talking prior to starting the recording here, and you were saying you travel a lot. How often do you say you fly?
For a while there, the last couple of years, probably every 2 weeks.
Every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. So
And you-
same as my dad.
Oh, he travels
Yeah.
with you, or
No, he does his own thing, but like half the time, for a year or two there, I would usually just see him in a different country.
Oh wow.
We were never on the same schedule, so I'd either see him at the front door, luggage in hand, and he'd have his luggage, we'd, high five on the way by. Or,
on the moving sidewalk.
yeah, or we would meet up in Colorado and go skiing.
Nice.
We spent a lot of time down there.
Nice.
So.
Does your dad have a YouTube channel?
He does actually.
He does?
Yeah, I just went on. He's got like 10,000 subscribers now, actually.
Wow.
Like, and he's got a few viral videos, surprisingly. Yeah.
What's he do on it?
He does everything and anything. Like if he sees a tornado, he'll go chase it. If he sees a frickin' elephant painting, he'll go film that. And actually that was one of the videos. And he gave it to me and it got million views.
Nice.
But like since he travels so much, he sees a lot of stuff. So his channel isn't really based on anything.
Yeah.
And he's very good at commentary.
Yeah.
He's very good at it. So
Yeah.
I think that's why people really like him. So obviously he's got probably some of my following over the years because people want to know more about your family and
Yeah.
stuff. So
What's his page name, do you know?
it's Rob22924.
Rob22924. Check it out.
Yeah.
Not until you've checked this out.
Yeah. So he actually has 8 pages, but that's the main one. So,
8 pages.
Yeah, he does a lot of different stuff. He's studying blindfolded seeing right now. So actually, I don't know if you could see when we came in there. There's a bunch of yellow cups on the table.
I did not.
But yeah, so I don't know if you've ever heard of third eye. People
Like the whole chakra and all that stuff?
Yeah, people will have a third eye, so he can actually see blindfolded, which is pretty cool. So it's nothing crazy, but he can see colors, numbers. He can hold up a number in front of him. So that's what he's studying right now.
That's insane.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, what the hell? And it's I've watched him do it. He films all the videos and posts them. And he's actually teaching people how to do it. It's harder as you get older. It's easier to teach kids apparently.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet because I'm not 100%, but I've watched him do it 100 times, and it's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, but I'll have to.
My dad's a man of many hobbies. If he's interested in something, he'll add it to the list. So.
Well,
Yeah.
this place, right?
Yeah, obviously he's retired. Well, he's half retired now. I don't think he'll ever fully retire.
Yeah.
But he also runs a pharmaceutical company
Oh,
in DC. So he had cancer actually as the house was being built. So he was
Sorry to hear that.
yeah. it's fine. He's got past it.
Excellent.
So, so he spent 3 years traveling the world, getting different vaccines and treatments. And one of the doctors that helped save him, he partnered up with him in the later years, like 10 years later, 5-10 years later. And yeah, they had cancer vaccines that were helping, they weren't curing, and then we kind of stumbled upon it worked for Crohn's. So they found a cure for Crohn's, and then they believe it works for around 250 different diseases.
Fantastic.
It's 100% natural, and now they're testing for COVID. So,
with this product?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
does it work for diabetes?
I don't think so. So
You got to ask.
yeah, it works for everything else. So I used to take a little bit too.
Yeah.
To be a little more invincible.
Well, I figure eventually they say I've got high cholesterol, so I figure eventually.
You gotta eat Cheerios.
No, I'm going to keep it going because my arteries will be so hard, I'll be bulletproof. Right? I mean, you got to.
You sound like me.
Yeah, you got a plan.
Yeah.
So going back to your injury, you're fully recovered now?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
I still feel it, some days, but obviously over the years, just from riding and training too, I'm not getting younger. I do feel everything I've ever done, but I'm fully, 100% recovered.
Wow.
I'd say I was recovered within 6 months. When I was racing, it still hurt.
Yeah.
But I was young and stubborn and didn't care.
Let's do the other one too.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be shocked.
Yeah. I think stubborn is usually the biggest word. I'm very stubborn.
Are you?
Because when people say I can't do it, I have to prove them wrong. So and then I do.
So right now, as it stands, you've got how many followers?
It's like 360 on YouTube, 150 on Instagram, I think 250 on Facebook.
And how long has it taken you to get there?
So I opened my channel in 2007. I didn't really concentrate at the time. I just threw the odd video up for my friends because I didn't want to burn DVDs anymore. And then 2009 is when I really got into it. That's when they came out with the partnership program. And I got accepted within like 2 months actually.
What's the partnership program? I'm not
It was basically when you could start making money on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't think you can call it that anymore. But originally it was a partnership program.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been going hard since 2009. So yeah, almost half my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I've been filming for more than half my life. So.
And you actually earn from this now?
Yeah, I've been full time for probably 8 years.
That's fantastic.
So first few years I was making money. I think my first check was $200 or something. I wish I would have saved it and framed it because it was a check straight from Google.
Was it?
Yeah. Now everything's wire transferred, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And it's American dollars, which is nice.
That's So that 200 was probably like what, 7,000?
Canadian pesos.
Rubles.
Yeah, rubles.
And you were also saying you've been invited to Russia.
Oh, I've been invited all over the world.
That's fantastic. They pay for everything? Come on over?
First class, everything's taken care of. So most trips, everything's paid for.
We'll be doing a video in Russia with,
yeah. I don't know when we're ever going to get to travel again, so hopefully soon, because I would like to go to Russia. But no, I've never been actually. This is one of the countries I haven't been to, but I want to time it so when the F1 race is on, I want to go and see it at the same time. It's in Sochi. Sochi? Yeah.
That's Korea, is it? No, Sochi is Russia.
Yeah,
the Seoul is Korea.
Seoul's Korea. I'm just trying to think of where the Olympics were.
They were in Sochi.
Yeah, and then there was one in Korea after, right?
Yeah, that was Seoul.
Yeah, okay.
And then, it all went to hell from there.
Yeah, but yeah, I've done tons of trips. I couldn't even tell you where I've been. Haiti, Hawaii, all up and down the West Coast. I went to the East Coast for my first time ever 2 years ago.
It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, just with a few buddies. One day we were bored, having a beer, and said, let's drive out west. And 3 days later, we're in a motorhome driving out east.
Where's my keys?
Yeah. So we were just joking at wing night, and then all of a sudden it was Tuesdays. Yeah. Last night, I'm full of wings right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Which finger do you want me to pull?
Yeah, exactly. So
less artsy, more fartsy.
Yeah. Where else have I been?
Have you been to Hungary?
No, I haven't done much overseas there.
No.
I went to England and Europe, or England and Paris for New Year's 1 year.
Where did you go in England? London?
London, yeah. So my family's actually from England.
Yeah.
So
Whereabouts?
Freemans are they're around London.
I grew up in England,
Oh, really?
and a lot of the people that are going to watch this, hopefully, are in England. I have a lot. Well, I don't have a lot of followers, period, but not yet. But a lot of the people that do follow me are from England,
Okay.
and some of the interviews that I've done are in England too. So. Not in England, but they're in England. I mean,
It's funny, when I was there, my cousin found out when I was over there. His wedding was that weekend I was there, but unfortunately, I was getting on a plane or a train or something to go to Paris, so I missed his wedding. But it's alright. So
I'll see that.
Yeah. It wasn't really planned. I didn't even know he was having a wedding.
They'll get divorced.
Yeah. So.
No, they won't. I hope they don't. If you guys watch this, best of luck to you.
I haven't been to Australia yet either, but I've been to
I'd love to go there.
Dominican. Haiti was probably one of my favorite.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I flew down, and the tourism company kind of brought me down to promote Haiti tourism.
Oh wow.
So they were all dirt bikers as well. So they took me out dirt biking. It was really cool. So I get off the plane. I'm by myself in Haiti. Everyone warned me, don't go there. Don't go there. Bad place. I'm like, it's fine. It's beautiful. So I get down there. There's like fires you can see from the planes.
No way.
And I walk in the airport, and this guy's standing there with a gun. He's like, turn around, and I was like, okay. Points me out of everyone on the plane. And there's a golf cart on the tarmac. He's like, and he couldn't speak much English. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting in there, and he's sitting with me with his gun, and I'm like, all right, what's going on here? And they buzz me down to the end of the runway, and there's this little building, kind of by where the tower is. Mm-hmm. And it's all blacked out windows. I'm like, frick, getting nervous at this point. I don't have my luggage or anything. And so I get in there, and the door's open. There's 12 guys in there, they're all drinking beer. They're like, surprise! It's the president has his own bar in Haiti.
The president of Haiti?
At Haiti, yeah. So they brought me into his bar and showed me a good time. And then I actually haven't even seen the Haiti airport. So they took me out to the back of the airport. They went and got my luggage and stuff, so then they threw me in a Ford Raptor and drove me around Haiti, and then I stayed at the UN compound, so that was pretty cool. There was 6 families there, a huge gate with a gate boy, they call him. And then on the second last day, the guy's dirt bike that I was riding was the president's security guard, so that was pretty cool. So I actually got lost with him on the second last day I was there. We kind of separated from the group. There was like 30 of us that went riding up this mountain. I was pretty quick. I made it back before everyone.
It's not always a race.
I know, it's always a race. Remember that. I don't care what anyone says, it's always a race. So anyways, I got separated. Luckily I was with him. I trusted him. He was the president's security guard.
You would hope he'd be all right.
Yeah, and it's dark at this point, and I have no clue where I am. There's no street signs, there's no lights or anything. You have your bike. I didn't even have water with me. I had my motocross gear and my phone jammed in like my butt or my freaking boot or something. So we get back, his truck was at the house, so I jumped in with him.
I have to back you up a second. You had your phone either jammed in your boot or up your butt?
In my pants.
I was going to say, you'd get shitty reception.
Not the prison one.
Yeah.
So, there's no pockets in my pants, so I had that spandex underneath, so I shoved it in there.
Gotcha.
But, because I was filming, right? So, we get back to the house, and he's like, oh, jump in my car. It's the president's armored car. So, and there was a bullet hole in the window.
What?
Well, it wasn't all the way through. And I was like, oh, what's that about? He's like, they'll never get me.
The president said this?
No, the security guard, yeah. So it was pretty cool. The windows were like that thick. It was like a Toyota or something, Toyota SUV.
Yeah.
With a big diesel engine, and this thing, it was heavy. Like you could tell. He would floor it, and it barely goes anywhere. But it's cool because he had the government sirens. So we're ripping through Haiti, and there's like no laws in Haiti. It's like 2 lanes of traffic, 6 lanes of cars.
Wow.
So he's like making and everyone's on scooters, so he's kind of running over.
And they all honk.
Yeah, everyone's honk. So luckily we had the government sirens, and the blue lights. So when he flashed those, everyone moves. So we had to get to dinner, obviously. So we're going for sushi. So we're just ripping the streets of Haiti. And I wasn't allowed to film. He wouldn't let me film it, unfortunately. I did get a small clip out of my where
Was there a reason why?
It's just, security purposes.
So people don't know what it is.
They don't want to know what it is.
Gotcha.
But It was definitely pretty cool.
Right on.
That was one of my highlights. So yeah, it was an amazing trip. I can't wait to go back. And yeah, it was probably the toughest riding I've ever done too. Because it was all shale.
Yeah.
So I had a brand new tire on my bike. Usually here I'll go through a tire like 6 to 8 months. I went through a tire in 12 hours there.
Wow.
Yeah, like because it's so sharp, the shale.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't wipe out because they would have
it was sliced you up.
right up. So, but yeah, it was definitely an amazing time. So I've rode there. I've rode in Vegas. That was kind of cool. And then I've rode in Hawaii, which is also pretty cool.
Did you see an active volcano while you were there?
No.
Oh, that's on my bucket list.
So I was first time I went to Hawaii in grade 9. One just erupted, so that was pretty cool. So we got to see like the road where it came over.
Yeah.
But I've never seen an active volcano. I've been inside of the volcano.
No way.
Yeah, when I was in Iceland, actually, this one company, National Geographic, built a lift, and they only took a couple people a day.
Wow.
And Tom Cruise was there the week before I was there.
Oh, that's
They were filming Oblivion,
Yeah.
the movie. Love the movie.
Yeah. I'm not a big Cruise fan.
Love Tom.
Really?
Big Tom fan. I just love to watch him run. He's always running.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
He
yeah.
has to keep up.
Exactly. And he does all his own stunts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me and my dad were there with a buddy, and we saw in this magazine that you could go on a volcano. And it was basically like kind of at the back of this magazine, this weird little spot. We called them, and they're like, yeah, we only take a couple people a day. And we're like, oh, we're here for a couple more days. Like, do you have any spots? He's like, we have one left. So we went down, and it was cool. I was in the cavern of the volcano. It was probably twice the size of this room.
Is that right?
And you could see it was most amazing colors in there. It'd been dormant for 100 years or something.
Wow.
But you would notice, like, you'd be walking through the field, and like there's just this big hill with a hole in it.
That's it.
Yeah, because it'd been kind of buried.
What did it smell like inside? Sulfur or all?
No sulfur, but very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you could see all the holes in the walls where the lava would shoot out,
Right.
and then the holes down below.
Where-
we weren't allowed to go in those.
Where the lava was?
Yeah, but there was all this lava rock, and they're like, don't touch anything, don't take anything. So first thing I did, I took a lava rock.
You've got one still?
I got one spare.
Oh.
It's nothing big, it's like this big.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was pretty cool. I feel pretty honored to be
Yeah,
one of
you
the only
should.
ones that's been inside of the volcano.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of crazy stuff over the years. Some might not stand out to others, but like I know that I've been like one in less than 100 to do it.
That's amazing.
So one of the cool things we did here too, both my parents were balloon pilots.
No way.
And my brother's a balloon pilot, so we did this thing called crown walking. You stand on top of a hot air balloon. So
I've seen videos.
yeah, so there's probably only been less than 100 people who have done it, but we did it on my brother's balloon.
And you were on there.
Yeah, I was on top.
Did you jump off with a parachute?
No,
or
no.
something?
So like legally, you're not allowed to leave the ground. So we didn't go up, but I didn't have a parachute.
Are we
Yeah,
doing? Yeah.
yeah. We were in Portugal when we did it.
Oh well.
And I didn't have my parachute with me, so I didn't jump up.
That must have been a little bit nerve wracking.
No, I liked it. It was fun.
You suck.
I don't. Like, it's weird. Some things people would be super scared of.
Yeah.
Like me climbing a ladder, hate it.
Really?
The whole shaky the whole time. You know, but I'll stand on top of a hot air balloon or hang outside of the plane, and it just feels normal for me.
Was it solid? Like, or was
So
there,
we
there was
actually,
a lot of give?
there's a lot of give. It's like a big, air cushion. So we put a piece of plywood on top, and
Okay.
then obviously have a safety harness just in case, because there is a hole on the top.
Right.
And then there's the parachute that kind of holds that hole. The hot air holds it up, and then obviously when you want to go down and pull it, let some hot air out.
Right.
So I could have slipped inside the hot air balloon.
That's how they could take them down. They pull on that, and the
Yeah.
hole opens on the top.
Yeah. So it's just picture a big parachute that's
Yeah.
up, and then when they pull up the edge, the flaps kind of go down, release some hot air, and then it just.
I've always wondered how they did that.
Or they just basically stop giving it propane.
And wait for it to.
And so, but obviously you still gotta give it propane or you're gonna drop faster and faster.
Yeah.
Unless you're, near the ground already. So.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know what other crazy stuff I've done.
Well,
that.
don't go into too much detail
Yeah.
because we do want to show some.
Yeah, I'll
some
give
really
you.
crazy
I'll
stuff.
give you all the footage. You can make something crazy.
Right on.
But,
I appreciate that.
yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure. All my teachers told me I would never make it. They told me I need to get into a different career. They wanted me to become like a director and editor and go straight into the movie thing. I said, why? I'm already making
My mom.
a living off YouTube, and I'm not slowing down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because you told me I wasn't gonna make it, now I have to get bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so one day when you're watching YouTube and you see my face, just remember what you said to me.
That's right.
So
You
yeah,
should
even
go.
in high school, my I don't know what they call those people that are supposed to help you figure out what
Guidance counselor?
guidance counselor, yeah, told me I wouldn't make it. So,
That's terrible. That's not guidance.
yeah. So
It's criticism.
luckily I had my dad who was Mr. Motivation, who always kind of pushed me through it and said, set a goal, set a dream, and go for it. So,
It's fantastic. And it's even better, I gotta tell you, as a dad, it's even better that you listen to him.
yeah.
Because that's one of the hardest things to get a kid to do is
Oh,
actually
yeah.
listen to you. And you'll find out. You're
Oh, yeah, for
probably
sure.
gonna have kids.
Yeah.
So what's your white band here?
Oh, this is just one of my sponsors, Team LTD.
Okay.
They do a lot of my clothes, but then that's my logo.
Yeah, I see the 408. on it.
Yeah. So
And you got your t-shirt
Yeah.
here too.
this is just one of the shirts we do.
Freeman 408.
Yeah, that's just the camo one.
So you do have merch on your site?
Yeah, I'm actually currently just switching over. So I do drop ship from the States right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of annoying. It's good quality, but we've had some issues. And by the time it gets to Canada and like duty paid and everything, you're like $40 a shirt.
Yeah.
And they keep dropping my commission. Like it's so stupid. They made it look like it was higher the other day, but they're just messing with decimal points. So yeah, it's terrible commission. So I'm actually switching to a company in London's going to be
Oh,
doing it.
fantastic.
So everything's going to be in Canadian prices
Excellent.
and no duty.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
You
And
too.
we're going to do limited edition stuff. So on my site right now is you probably pick between 100 things and styles, but we're just going to do 4 main shirts and then just do limited edition stuff once a month.
And you do have your own website too, right?
Yeah.
What's your website?
So just type in Mark Freeman 408 and everything comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, I have so many different websites between YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, merch, other merch, sponsors, and then the list of sponsors goes on.
That's fantastic.
as well.
Well, you certainly you've accomplished what I'm hoping to do. I mean, everybody who posts on YouTube, I'm imagining they hope to grow and be at that stage, right?
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's not easy, sorry, but it is doable from what you're saying.
Oh, for sure. Anyone can do it. Everyone has an iPhone now or a camera phone that
you can
get
say
a free
you can
editing.
say Samsung,
Samsung. It's like Dodge. I wouldn't say Dodge either.
and we'll put something like Craig Ferguson. You ever watch him? He was a talk show host.
Honestly, I do not really watch YouTube.
No, he's on TV.
I know, but
You don't
like,
watch that.
I spend so much time editing and on there already
Yeah.
that when I'm ready to watch something, I don't even really like. If someone sends me a video, I'll watch it, but I don't really like. I subscribe to a bunch of people, but I don't watch anything. Like I think my weekly time on YouTube last week was like 9 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, because unless I'm searching like a tutorial video on how to fix something, or someone set a world record or something crazy, I couldn't be bothered.
Someone broke your rule.
Yeah, I'm not interested in watching daily vlogs.
Yeah.
Even though that's what I do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't have, just because you do it doesn't mean you have to watch everybody else.
Exactly.
You never get yours up, right?
Yeah, and it's YouTube has kind of ruined some things for me because since I do so much crazy stuff, I'm not really interested in other people's stuff because
Yeah.
it's not as crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's selfish or whatever, but it's
No.
just like, and like when I go on like a roller coaster now, or if a family wants to do something crazy, I'm just like, okay.
I can just imagine you on one of these, like Canada's Wonderland. They've got the wild beast,
Yeah, drop zone.
and you're or the behemoth, or
Yeah,
whatever,
behemoth,
megalodon or whatever. Anyway, I can just see you going up the hill, and then by the top, you're like,
That literally last time I was there, that was me. So I ended up doing it blindfolded because I was so bored. So I took my shirt and I just put it over my head, and I was just like, this is way better. Because it's basically like a dirt bike. Like I'm going fast, I'm hitting corners, and hitting
going
jumps.
over hills,
so-
yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is you can't control it, right? So
Well, hopefully they do.
yeah.
I've got a marketing idea for you. A T-shirt where you say, you've seen these, you've probably seen them. Got your logo on the front, and then underneath it says, "Ask me about my helmet," and then you pull it up, and there's a helmet on the inside over your face.
Oh yeah.
Good idea, right?
It's like the people that tattoo a mustache on the inside of their lip and then they flip it up.
No, no.
You see those?
I have. There's a special place in heaven for those guys. All right, so do you want to show me where you work out? That'd be cool to see.
Sure,
Kind of, we can keep these mics on, I guess.
Yeah, just try not to trip over the...
Yeah. So I'm going to flip this around. Hi, everybody. All right, so I'm going to let you lead.
Okay. So, I guess I'll walk backwards. Anyways, this is the pool room. That's the ceiling we were talking about. It's all stakes and pegs.
There's your 40-foot drop or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'd say probably 25, 30.
That's high enough.
Yeah, and I have done a flip off it and bit my tongue open, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But we don't actually heat the pool either because no one really uses it. I'm kind of the only one that uses it. So right now it's fine. In the winter it's really cold. But it feels nice working out and then jumping.
Yeah, yeah. Like the Swedish do,
Yeah.
right?
So...
Hold on a second. I'm just going to... Oh, you've got a light in there. No, let me just grab this.
Yeah, it's not the brightest of lights.
This is.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna blind me?
Well, possibly.
So this is an infrared sauna. It's never actually worked.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it's kind of just storage for rugs. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've never actually used it. This is my sauna. This is a steam room actually. So this is where I come in. I usually do 2 hours, not straight. I'll do 10 to 15 minutes at a time. Take a 5-minute break, come back in, and then luckily I have an Apple Watch that keeps track of my heart rate and all my calories and stuff.
Cool.
And then it's nice because you can shower off after, but you can scrub all the crap off your skin. So this is basically it.
So these sparkly things on the floor are actually your scales.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, all right, that's pretty.
So if I wanted to heat up real quick, I fill this up with hot water and just put it on the walls.
Oh, cool.
Because this takes a while to heat up. So, and then this is the home gym.
This is the... Oh, my.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. There's me.
Yeah. So I'm not a fan of the treadmill because I always think it's really bad for your knees. So I like to go on the bike or the rowing machine. And then obviously we have some ropes here.
Those are the ones you grab them at the end and you just fling them around?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the inversion table, this was really good for when I broke my back.
Oh, no doubt.
They say it's not good for you, but I had the best luck with it. Obviously, combination between hot yoga and the inversion table and just stretching every day.
Right.
Because you just got to stretch, or if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Right, that's what they tell me.
Yeah.
I'm yet to put it to the test, but
Yeah.
I may have already lost it, in fact.
We can't really go upstairs, but I'll show you kind of the basement.
No, that's fine. This is a beautiful home your parents have.
So it's 13,000 square feet.
Good Lord. And you got a river running through your property?
Yeah.
Is there fish in it?
Yeah. There used to be. I haven't had much luck lately.
Oh, you like to fish?
What's that?
You like to fish?
Yeah, I started fishing a lot after I broke my back. But yeah, the Thames River runs right through the middle.
The Thames.
The Thames. So this is one of my first racing jerseys, actually.
Right on.
So I've had hundreds since then.
And that was your number?
408.
That's where the 408 comes from?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so when we built the house, we wanted to be able to see the river from every room in the house. So
Yeah.
every room is just full of windows and faces the river.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So then we have a bar here that looks like it's the accounting room right now.
So does the pool table. Gotta be honest.
It's always tax season around here apparently. And then this is kind of just a little theater room.
There's a cat. Looks like my cat Timmy.
That's my that's Shadow actually.
Shadow.
He has a name apparently.
Oh.
But when I broke my back, my buddy Sanford came to the hospital and gave me that cat because he has the same cat in real life.
Yeah.
And his name's Ollie. So
Oh, cool.
I just play with him. He's a big fat cat.
Yeah, mine is too. He's 25 pounds.
Oh yeah, I think his is like 25 or 30.
Yeah.
Very heavy. So then this is my dad's car.
Oh, this is the.
Yeah. So like he'll be able to see through that.
I gotta see that sometime.
Yeah. I'll send you his videos there.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see that.
But yeah, so this is the view from down here.
It's a lot better looking than the real Thames in England.
Yeah. So, And in the spring, the river actually goes all the way up to the fence. So
Oh, it swells that
yeah,
much,
see
eh?
that white fence in
Yeah.
the video there?
Yeah.
Over there?
Yeah.
So it goes from foot deep and 30 feet wide to probably 500 feet wide and 15 feet deep.
Good Lord.
So.
What's that over in the distance?
The track?
No, there's like a bunch of... Hold on, I'll see if I can...
I have cars down there.
There is cars down there.
Yeah. Just
All right.
smashing cars. You guys have to watch the videos to see those.
All right.
So yeah, that's basically it. So
It's very, very cool. I mean, if this is just the basement, I can't imagine what the rest is like.
it's nothing crazy. It's, this is a 21-year-old house now, so it's not like we have secret rooms and hidden doors.
Oh, that's too
It's
bad.
pretty standard. But
Yeah, everybody has a pool table and
Yeah.
a popcorn machine.
we got two.
Two pool tables.
Yeah, we could have one upstairs. Too.
Well, you got to match, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's an elevator here too.
Shut up. There is not.
Yeah.
An actual elevator in the house?
I don't know if it's down here, but
That would have been helpful if there is an elevator in the house. That's amazing.
it never gets used. I think it gets used for laundry.
You know what? It probably could have helped you a lot if it didn't.
I did actually use it when I broke my back.
Yeah.
A couple of times, but most of the time I was just laying on the couch.
That'll do it. Yeah.
But we will head it back this way.
So I'm just going to ask you, and I'll probably be able to edit this out. The A is Avalon.
Avalon.
Now, is that related to your dad's business?
No, it's just the name of the house.
So I got to tell you, on the way in here, I was actually listening to Roxy music
All right.
and Avalon.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's one of my favorite songs.
I know it pops up a lot. I always see it or hear it. Same with 408. I see 408 every day.
Yeah.
Whether it's a license plate, whether it's 408 kilometers empty in my truck. I see it everywhere.
The magic number.
The VIN number on the side of the semi truck, and people always send me pictures of it, even if it's just the time of day, right? So,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, wow. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with everybody.
yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the little mini tour.
Yeah.
But
I wonder, can I? No, that's as far in as I can get. I was going to see if I could get the grand picture of things. Do all the light bulbs work?
Yeah. We had to take all the cups out because we used to get ladybugs really bad.
You know why that is.
Why?
I can explain why they. Okay, a few years ago, they sent. This is what I've been told and what I read on the internet, and you know everything on the internet is true.
Always.
Right. So a few years ago, I was living in Burlington at the time, but there was some farmers. They were in Niagara. They were having real trouble with aphids on the grapes. So they sent and ordered live ladybugs from China.
Right.
China sent the wrong ones. Yeah.
Thousands.
Bag loads, like we're talking sacks full of this stuff. Yeah. And ladybugs normally they don't bite.
Yeah.
They're very docile creatures, right? They just walk around and when they get angry or bothered by you, they fly off. These ones don't. They bite.
Oh yeah, they bite and they stank.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're bad.
They're horrible. Okay, so
But actually, my brother has a greenhouse at the barn, and he uses ladybugs
There you
sometimes
go.
as well.
don't order them from China.
Yeah, well, he doesn't use bag loads either. I think he uses cupfuls.
Yeah.
So,
Tell him not to get it mixed up with his coffee. Not a double.
yeah. So
All right.
actually, one quick story about the chandelier.
Yeah. Let me show that because
Yeah.
I don't know if I got it on the tape or not, but the chandeliers.
So I don't know if you saw the sign on the way in. It says no glass in pool room.
Yeah.
So when we were younger in high school, we were playing volleyball from basically that door to that wall over there, just back and forth. And my dad came in, he's like, "Hey, just don't smash anything. Don't hit the chandeliers." We're like, "All right, we'll be fine." We're just spiking it back and forth. And he's like, "Let me have a go at it."
no.
And he frickin' just nailed the chandelier. And the whole thing rained down broken glass in the pool.
That's hilarious.
So that was the last time we saw glass in that
You're
chandelier.
gonna love dads.
So yeah, we took the glass out of that chandelier as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so funny. Don't do it. And then he did it like within seconds. It was one of those things you wish you had on video.
Yeah.
Just like, I had another one. My dad used to live out west after he sold his company. And
Sorry, what did he do?
he started London Telecom, so he was
Oh,
the
wow.
first flat rate long distance in Canada.
I'm familiar with it.
Back when we used landlines. Obviously, no one uses
Yeah.
those anymore. So that was kind of what built this. And he lived out west for tax purposes because Alberta pays less taxes, so he became an Alberta resident.
Nice.
So he did it the legal way.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he was in Bragg Creek, and it's kind of like a ranch town, and their strip mall is all wood, and it's like a deck this high, a couple stairs. And we were all on mountain biking, so we're mountain biking out there, and being little hooligans, stirring up the town. So we're all sitting up on the deck at these stores after hours on our bikes, and this cop rolls up. It was just when I was starting to get into the filming. I had the camera with me, didn't think anything of it. He rolls up, he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Sweet bikes." We're like, "Oh, thank you." We thought he was gonna yell at us for being up there. He's like, "Can I try one?" We're like, "Yeah,
no.
sure." And like they're like a downhill mountain bike. They're basically a dirt bike with no engine. Like they're heavy, they're 50, 60 pounds. So he jumped on my brother's bike and it was in high gear. So he kind of expected to like push off and go, but he pushed off and it didn't go. So he ended up going down the stairs, going over the handlebars, mounting the hood of his cop car.
Oh dear.
And his gun scratched all the way up his cop car. Oh, it would have been such a good viral video. And
Yeah.
the cameras weren't even rolling. Like it happened so fast. We're like, yeah, sure. Why not? And then it was like, boom, shh. We're like,
And the gun.
and the gun just.
Wow.
He's like, "I'm so sorry about your bike." We're like, "Screw the bike. Look what you just did."
It's gonna cost you your gun.
Yeah, give me a gun. So that was one of the viral moments I missed in my life.
Oh dear. So let me ask you this. I do normally ask people, I don't know if you've seen it, but I do normally ask people some questions. I don't have the sheet that I referred to, but I'm gonna ask you some anyway, and we'll just go through them quickly. Tea or coffee?
Coffee
How do you have it?
with Bailey's. I drink only water. I don't drink pop or anything.
Nothing like that. Eh?
So yeah, I usually will only have a coffee on like a Sunday or something.
Gatorade? Nothing.
No. Well, if I drink enough water, I'll have like sugar-free Gatorade.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They say every 6 waters is supposed to have Gatorade.
Oh,
Yes. So I have a lot of, I'm sponsored by a supplement company too, so they give me a lot of stuff that's like Gatorade, powder form.
okay. And it's sugar-free.
Yeah.
I might look into that.
Yeah, so.
I know this one already, iPhone or, we'll not even bother. Most embarrassing moment that you want to share?
Oh, right.
I mean, there's gotta be
I
so
can't
many.
even, there is, but I can't even think of anything right now.
No?
You'd have to come back to that.
All right. all
You
right.
should have prepped me for that one.
Well, there's no prepping.
I know, but then I
That's why
could actually think of one.
All right. Favorite movie?
Ooh, it would have to be probably. I have a couple, so I'll give you my top 3.
Okay.
Chasing Mavericks,
Don't know
it's
it.
a big wave surfing movie,
Okay.
and Oblivion.
That's the Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
Yeah.
I just really like that one because I was in Iceland right after
Oh,
we finished
okay.
filming it, and it's just like I loved Iceland so much.
And
I
you've
would,
seen the
I would
film
move
photos.
there, yeah, and it just reminds me of how much I love it.
It's supposed to be beautiful. I'm sure you can verify that.
Oh, it's been 8 years since I've been there, but I'm sure the glaciers have shrunk a little bit, but it's still
that's what
beautiful.
they're saying.
And then probably Tron,
Tron,
Yeah.
the new one or the old one?
the new one.
Really?
I love Tron.
Did you see the first one, the original?
No, I haven't actually.
No.
Fun fact, I watched Top Gun for the first time last year.
Is the new one coming out or what?
Yeah, it's supposed to be November now. It keeps getting moved back. But.
There's another new movie coming out that my wife is dying to see, the second Venom.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you seen it? No, you probably.
I saw a clip actually last night on YouTube.
It's funny.
Is
it?
it?
It really is a good film. If you get a chance to watch it, I liked it and she loves it. But it's one of her go-to movies, when she wants to watch something. Can we watch Venom?
I watch, yeah, I don't know, because I went to 2 film schools, so I kind of like watching different stuff. But I'm actually going to read you my list of movies.
You got a list?
Yeah.
Where did you go for film?
I went to Vancouver Film School, and then I went to Fanshawe and took the film program.
My brother teaches film. He's
right.
He's a professor in UVic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's good for him.
All right, so this is my top 9.
All right, go ahead.
Into the Wild,
Isn't that a cartoon?
No,
Okay.
there's a few different ones. It's where Alexander Supertramp kind of just takes off on his own and lives in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
127 hours.
Don't know. Oh, is that the one with the guy in his arm?
The hiker that
Has to cut his arm off?
Yeah, he's going to cut his arm off.
Okay.
The Gray, Liam Neeson.
That's the wolf?
With the wolves.
Yeah.
Water for Elephants.
You know what? I think I have seen that.
It's based on the circus back in the day.
Yeah.
They ride the train.
Okay.
It's with freaking, what's his name? Edward.
Edward.
Edward Cullen of, what's the movies? The vampire movies.
Not Twilight.
Twilight, yeah.
Oh.
He's in it.
Folks, we're done.
Yeah, but he's not a vampire. The Truman Show.
Yes.
That's a standard.
Yeah.
So Chasing Mavericks, The Bucket List, with my Uncle Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I can see the resemblance.
Patch Adams.
Isn't that a great film?
Robin Williams. I just watched it again, actually.
Great film.
My dad actually kind of looks like Robin Williams.
Oh, does he?
And then Tron.
Tron. Okay.
So,
All right.
so I don't just have one number one favorite. I like to have, top 10 because they're all bangers.
Right on. That's good. Okay. Favorite band?
Favorite band would probably be Yellow Card.
Don't know them. What do they do?
So they sang like Ocean Avenue and all those songs.
Is it
It's kind of like punk alternative.
punk alternative?
Yeah.
Right.
Growing up, yeah, it was them and Blink-182.
I know them.
Yeah. So, but everyone knows Ocean Avenue and only one.
Not quite everyone.
Yeesh. I bet if I played it, that'd be
Let's
fun.
hear it. Let's have, wow. Can we do that on video?
Yeah, you might just have to beep it out.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Well, we're gonna have to.
53, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. So yeah, it'd probably be Yellow Card and Blink-182. And then I listen to a lot of Angels and Airwaves now. So it's Tom from Blink-182. He kind of wrote.
Yeah,
it.
he's doing his own thing now.
Yeah. So I'm really into that band. So
Last concert. Sorry.
I actually met Tom 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So my dad has an app, and he sold it to Tom. Very random.
Very random.
Yeah, so my dad's actually never even met him, and I went and met him. So he called some people, pulled some strings, and
Got you in there.
next day I was hanging out with Tom DeLonge backstage in Detroit.
Good guy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like 6'6", though.
Is he really?
I thought I was tall, and he's sitting way over me.
Wow.
And yeah, he's not a serious bone in his body.
No.
No.
Just down to earth.
Very sarcastic, yeah.
I don't know what that's all about.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Last concert.
Last concert was Silverstein.
Silverstein.
They're a little heavier.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're actually from Toronto, I believe. And so I liked them for a long time since high school. They're not my number one, but my neighbor, his cousin is the bassist.
Oh, no
So
way.
he always gives tickets and we would go see him when they're in London.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Last concert you paid for. There you go.
Frick. That's a good question. Probably Yellow Card.
Yellow Card.
So
Okay.
they've broken up since then, but the lead singer is doing his own acoustic thing now. So I went and seen him and I've met him a couple times.
Nice.
Every time he comes to town, he's from Nashville, I think, but every time he comes to town, I go and see him in Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like he recognizes me now. I know
Yeah,
everyone always says that, but like, there's a few people that I've met a couple times and they talk to me like some people just take a picture and wave them off, and then these people actually come and talk to me.
Yeah.
So,
No.
same with Levi Valley. He was the first one to do a double backflip on a snowmobile. He didn't land it, he kind of got blown off when he hit the ground, but yeah, last time I went and saw him, I had to wait in line because he was doing autographs at a race I was racing in. And I walked up and he just got up from the table and we walked over and sat by the bar and talked for 10 minutes.
Everybody else is
Everyone's in line. And they're like, what the hell? It's Tommy Martin over there.
Making friends wherever he goes, folks.
Yeah. So I've always kind of done that, try and get as many resources as possible and stay in connection with these people, right? I don't just do a trip and disappear.
Yeah.
I like to stay in touch with everyone because I would love to come back and do crazy stuff again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it never hurts, right? You can never have too many contacts. if you
Yeah,
will.
and I'm very lucky, even just having the father I have, he's kind of taught me, never burn bridges, get as many resources and contacts as possible, and you know, shake hands and smile and meet people.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are going to help you in the long run.
It's like the penguins in Madagascar. Smile and wave,
Yeah,
boys.
I just love it. I just watched the penguin movie.
They're so
I've been watching a lot of animated movies lately. They're so funny.
Second
Like I've been watching Shrek. I watched it last night.
Really?
Yeah. Just because it's on Netflix, right?
I saw a thing the other day that it's a Shrek and he's bent over and you put it on your toothpaste. And when you squeeze it, the toothpaste comes out of his butt. So I don't know if I necessarily want to brush my teeth with that.
Some food coloring in your toothpaste.
Yeah,
Ended up.
use the gel.
Yeah.
The other question I had was real or fake?
Real or fake what?
Christmas trees.
Fake.
That was a genuine answer, and I like that. There was no real or fake what. It was,
We used to have real when I was young, but it was so messy.
yeah,
And I've never been, like, I love Christmas, seeing people, but I've never been a big Christmas guy.
yeah,
Like, with YouTube, I'm always traveling. Like, I would just come home for Christmas and then I would be gone again.
Yeah.
So I was more about seeing the family. Like, I didn't care if I got presents or anything. I'd rather not get presents. Yeah. So, but yeah, I just found the fake one that I pop out and
that's nice.
get rid of the next day.
That's it. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to go and do a little bit of movement?
Yeah, we'll do a quick run.
Yeah.
We got probably about half an hour here, then we got a jet, but
Okay. Well, I'm going to pause this now.
we'll take the toy out.
Okay, we're getting ready to go for a quick spin in this thing. Look at that. Oh my. Look at that.
Grab the other key for it. Got the slow key.
There's 2 keys.
Oh yeah, there's my key and then there's everyone else's.
So this is called a Maverick, and this is the only street legal Maverick in Ontario. You can drive this on any road in Ontario. And
This is the only street legal one in Ontario. I found a loophole, and I'm never gonna tell anyone.
yeah, I heard you refusing to tell everybody why or how. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
So this is the
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
this is the slow key.
Yeah.
This is the performance.
You got a wasp right by your leg there.
For my buddies.
So just hop right in. There's a hole under the seat.
Yeah.
Just pull it like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause this so I can put my seatbelt on. And for the record, folks, that's what I drive.
So this is a 900cc turbocharged engine, and then it's also tuned to 200 horsepower. This one's stock, I think it was 174, so I tuned it to 200 horsepower. And then I have a little switch right here to make it straight pipe if I want to. But it's a little too loud for me, so.
What does straight pipe mean?
It's just a pipe that comes straight off the engine.
Oh wow,
There's
no muffler.
There's no muffler or resonator or any of that.
I bet the neighbors love it.
They're pretty old, they couldn't even hear me. My windshield wiper.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it in the videos. Yeah, it's actually me in it. get out and get it?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty safe when I'm carrying passengers.
Oh yeah.
I only go half crazy.
That's the technique for opening a gate.
It's all about the drop kick.
Yeah. Override sport mode.
So if you don't put your seatbelt on, it only goes 20 kilometers an hour.
You kidding?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's got a governor. Yeah, it's got an eco mode in it, but I don't think it really does anything. You can hold on to here if you need to.
That was there?
Yeah, a little bit.
We're going in the trees, folks.
So this is the jump where I broke my back. So you had to be ready coming out of the woods.
Yeah.
There's a bit of grass on it now, but
This is where you broke your back. So you went 125 feet or so.
yeah, I made it smaller since then. But this is so basically it took off 10 feet behind us, and see where the corner is.
Yeah.
That's where I landed on my face.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I landed about right here,
Yikes. From back there, folks.
way up there. Yeah.
Way up there. That's a hell of an injury, man.
Yeah, put some Roundup on the trap.
Put some what?
Roundup.
Yeah, get rid of these weeds. So you built this track yourself?
Yep. I wonder if I could hit this.
Yeah, probably.
You want to get in and film it?
Yeah, of course.
I've never hit it yet.
Oh, the red button. Yeah. Oh, my shoulder. I had a.
Oh, it's really under the seat now.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, it's a cool ride, but not when you're not flexible.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to take that thing over this jump. And I'm going to get far enough out of the way that here he comes, folks. This is amazing. This guy is something else. They say no fear, but Look at that. It's not as close as it looks. Yeah, that works. It works. Motherfucker. He does that on purpose.
Hey, before you get in,
Yeah.
can I get you to get a clip of me?
Quick picture?
Just jump in this jump.
Yeah. You want a video, is it?
Yeah.
Sideways?
Straight up and down.
Okay.
You can get right beside there too.
Yeah, do you want me in the front so you can see it land, or the back end, I mean?
Either or.
Okay. Awesome. I need credit though for that.
You have Instagram?
Yeah. I have Instagram, Facebook, Facebook, YouTube. Tag me in it and when you post it if you do. See how it is.
Just send me your stuff.
Just the trucks or cars. Down that way now. Okay. I get it. Graveyard.
This is my current inventory. It's pretty weak.
And what you do is you take these things over a ramp. Oh, there's water here even.
So this jump doesn't really look like a jump right now, but yeah, they go off there and they land about 100 to 200 feet that way. So it's my F-150 and my Dodge, and a bullet ricocheted yesterday and took out the back window.
A bullet?
Yeah.
You shoot out here too?
Yeah, we were shooting down here last night. And this is a vehicle that's been jumped already. So they get pretty messed up, as you can see.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you do with the dead ones? You sell them
usually I wait till I get 4 or 5, then I call the scrapyard and they come pick them up.
So these are basically toys?
Yeah. So and then they pay me all the money back that I paid for them.
Yeah.
So I usually get them for like $200 to $500. So and then this is where the cars go. Top of the hill.
Oh, that ramp's in rough shape right now. Get the mower out.
Yeah, I know.
So this is as far up as you go with it. I thought you went higher up. It looks a lot further on the videos.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you're down there. So basically I put them in neutral, foot on the brake, I put a brick on the gas, and then I switch it to drive, and I strap the steering wheel down.
Jump out of the window.
Yeah. Well, no, I have the door open, so I'm just
Yeah,
leaning
I
in,
know.
right? I used to ride them out almost to there, and I'd jump out.
Really?
Yeah, I had full motocross gear on. I would jump
Well,
out.
you'd be protected then, I guess.
Yeah. So.
And that's the estate up there.
Yeah, it's the house. So yeah, they come flying down here. Got no power steering right now. And then they go off the big ramp.
There's bits all over the place.
Oh yeah, there's crap everywhere. So
Wow.
that's it.
That's amazing.
Pretty cool, eh?
I can't wait to see you jump in those trucks. I'm sorry we couldn't do it today.
Trucks are the coolest because they're 4x4.
Yeah.
So they don't spin; they just take off and go, and
They-
they're very fast because they usually have a V8 engine. So
I can't wait to see those two. Folks, if you want to see these things go over this ramp from up that hill, then join his YouTube page.
Mark Freeman 408.
Mark Freeman 408. You won't be disappointed. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's watching somebody put their life at risk for your entertainment. It's a little nuts, but that's okay. It's good to have a little bit of fun in your life. And well, Mark lives it to the fullest, I can tell you that. Mark, it's been a pleasure talking with you today.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate your time. It's been a lot of fun. It's been very interesting for me. And again, I can't wait to see those things jump. In the meantime, folks, I'm going to put this up there so you see me in the mirror. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, again, have yourself a great day and go do something great.